Canelo really was trying, couldn't get to him. He looked a bit frustrated.
Fight where Crawford made it where Canelo, to have any chance, he had to go get close. So he had to go through a bad neighborhood.
Yep.
And Crawford mugged him. It's that simple. He had to go through a bad neighborhood.
He is a monster.
Yeah.
Listen, man, Canelo's a good fighter, man.
Yeah.
He made the fight look normal, guys.
Yeah.
He made it look normal. Canelo left out of face with the cherry red face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but they have a mark on him.
The boxing world is still stunned after Canelo Alvarez's shocking loss to Terence Crawford. A defeat that has kicked off major debate about the Mexican superstar's future in the sport, and whether retirement could be on the horizon.
Mr. Canelo after this? It don't matter. He's made a big statement for not only Mexico or the pride of Mexico, but for all Latinos right there. So he's done a great job for himself, man. Nevertheless, Crawford is on his way, continuing to create greatness.
Get anything done. To get to the place that something was going to be done good. Yeah.
Once seen as the face of boxing and nearly untouchable at his peak, Canelo appeared a step slow as Crawford broke down his usual strategy with speed, accuracy, and exceptional ring intelligence. In the wake of the fight, many boxing legends and analysts have spoken out, suggesting Canelo think carefully about retirement before any more harm is done to his health or his legacy.
After watching the fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, here are my two biggest takeaways. Number one, this high-key wasn't even the best fight of the night. The best fight of the night goes to the viewers versus sleep. God damn, bro. Y'all delayed the throwdown longer than black families on Thanksgiving. I don't understand why y'all be taking your sweet old time when it comes to these fights. Start them undercards at 5 p.m. at the latest. It's absolutely insane that we watched all these damn fights tonight, but the viewers were the only ones that was knocked out. No pun intended, but I actually got saved by the bell. I heard that ding ding, woke my ass up in the 4th round. So we gonna have to make some changes. Takeaway number two, however you feel about this fight, these guys are everything that's great about boxing. Word to Max Kellerman. We've been in this era of boxers where a lot of fighters have been prioritizing their record above actually fighting competition. And what these two did tonight, they didn't even have to do it.
At Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Crawford shocked the boxing world by defeating Canelo Alvarez by unanimous decision to claim the undisputed super middleweight title. The judges' scorecards read 116 to 112, 115 to 113, and 115 to 113, all for Crawford. Stepping up 2 weight classes, Crawford now holds undisputed titles in 3 divisions, a feat no male boxer has accomplished in the modern 4-belt era. For Canelo, it marked his 3rd career loss, bringing his record to 63 wins, 3 losses, 2 draws, and 39 KOs.
That one is basically nailed on for you.
Yeah, no, it's boxing, isn't it? It's boxing. It's one of them things. God's got a greater plan.
Do you think it actually could still happen, you and Canelo?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I don't think it'll happen pretty soon, though. I think he'll have a bit of time off and we'll see what happens.
So, do you think Crawford will stay at the weight or should stay at the weight?
I reckon he will stay it because he looked good at it. He looked strong at it.
Did he seem hurt in there at all?
Nah, not at all, man. He was eating them punches, bro. I was shocked, but he's a GOAT. He's one of the GOATs.
Hamza, what you making of frustration? Terence Crawford, he just messed up your bag,
I know, bro.
He messed up your bag. What's
You say that, though. You say that, but listen, God's got a greater plan, innit? God's got a greater plan, and it'd even be an honour to share the ring with him.
In round 1, both fighters tested each other. Crawford used jabs and quick footwork to stay out of trouble, while Canelo moved forward trying to cut off the ring and land early combinations. Neither landed anything significant, making it a cautious start. By round 2, Crawford's speed and precise punches began to frustrate Canelo. He landed more combinations, including body shots, while avoiding Canelo's attacks. Canelo threw big hooks and uppercuts but missed more than he connected. In round 3, the trend continued. Crawford controlled the distance and scored with counters, while Canelo became more aggressive, lunging for power shots but becoming easier to read.
Turn it up maybe in round 4?
Well, the first 3 rounds, I felt like I was in control. I think he was trying to figure me out.
Did you feel that you were frustrating him? He tried to lift you up, he headbutted you. Were you sensing that you were frustrating him?
Of course, he was a little frustrated in there, but that's part of the game.
The last question is, I know Trey, after the fight, have you feel yet the significance of this win and what it means in your legacy and your career?
To be honest, when I set my sights on doing something and I know what I'm capable of, it's not like a surprise to me. It's a surprise to y'all because y'all didn't believe me, you know? But for me, I knew I could do it, and I believed that I could do it. I just needed the opportunity.
In the later rounds, Canelo showed obvious signs of frustration against Crawford. He started throwing single, often desperate punches instead of using consistent combinations or smart feints. Instead of controlling the fight, he chased Crawford around the ring, looking for openings. Crawford, meanwhile, stayed calm, managed the distance well, and landed cleaner combinations. By round 9, it was clear Canelo's frustration was affecting his approach. His punch output dropped, his timing faltered, and his attacks became predictable.
You know, Canelo really was trying, couldn't get to him. You know, he looked a bit frustrated, but it was a great fight all around. Both guys looked good.
Crawford an all-time great, Leonard.
Crawford was
Everybody.
Lennox, what are you making the frustration?
What he's done is only special people can do these type of things, and Crawford is special, and he did it.
Champ, what do you make of the frustration? We saw in the 8th round, it looked like Canelo Alvarez almost wanted to walk off at one point.
Yeah, I mean, he was frustrated, and it is frustrating to try and fight a guy, and you want to fight, but this guy's moving well.
With his victory over Canelo Alvarez to capture the undisputed super middleweight titles, Terence Crawford secured his place in boxing history. He already held undisputed titles at light welterweight and welterweight, having unified all 4 major belts in those divisions. By adding the super middleweight crown, he becomes the first male boxer in the modern 4-belt era to achieve undisputed status in 3 different weight classes.
Is that Terence Crawford is the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. On the judges' scorecards, which we will talk about, 115, 113 on 2, 116, 112 on 1. He won the fight via a unanimous decision and is crowned a 3-division undisputed champion. History tonight in Las Vegas, man.
Absolutely. I picked Canelo because I thought he was so much bigger, almost 3 weight divisions above him. But the majesty and poise of Terence Crawford's brilliance tonight was to the fore. I had it 9 rounds to 3. I can just about see 8 rounds to 4, the 16-12 score. I cannot see 7 rounds to 5 from 2 of the judges. Terence Crawford tonight, speed of thought, speed of hands, speed of feet, took it to Canelo when he had to. Canelo had no answers to him. For me, Terence Crawford moves up to the #1 pound-for-pound spot in the sport right now, above Naoya Inoue, above Alexander Usyk. He is incredible. To become, historically, a 3-weight undisputed world champion, it just beggars belief what he's managed to do. He was immense tonight. He took it with humility. There was a little bit of emotion afterwards, but from first to last, I have to say it, Canelo did not have the answers for him.
Ryan Garcia expressed his respect for Crawford on Twitter, saying, "Crawford has proved it. He's arguably one of the best to ever lace on gloves." He added a technical insight. From a technical standpoint, what stood out was Crawford's catch and counter. Canelo would load up on single power shots, and Crawford would catch and fire back, use the ring when needed, and stand his ground when required. Very smooth, man. Very nice. After his decisive victory, Crawford tweeted, "For all the nobodies," turning Canelo's earlier insult into a statement of pride by proving he could defeat a fighter of Canelo's caliber. Before the fight, Canelo had repeatedly criticized Crawford's record, calling many of his past opponents nobodies. Crawford responded to the criticism, telling reporters, "Anybody can be a nobody. For what everybody says, I haven't fought anybody."
Yeah, hey, you say that because you're fighting with nobody, and you obviously look like you're a great fighter. But you find out September 13th, this is gonna be different for you.
And it's gonna be different from you as well. The last fighters that you fought, they ain't on my level. And
I fought everybody. Mention me one. You mention me one elite fighter. Just one.
You.
Oh, me.
Look,
it's gonna be me.
I don't care about nobody else.
And you will see that.
You. So when I beat you, is you gonna be a nobody? When I stuff a mud hole in your ass, is you gonna be a nobody? You're gonna be just like everybody else. Watch. Same shit that everybody else been saying since I moved to 147. I ain't fought nobody. Every last one of them stump a mud hole in their ass and he gonna be.
Piers Morgan didn't hold back in praising Crawford after the fight. He tweeted, "I don't need the official decision. Terence Crawford just delivered a boxing masterclass to beat Canelo Alvarez. Magnificent performance from the now undisputed GOAT. Congrats, Terence Crawford." Morgan highlighted that Crawford didn't just win, he dominated. With his precision, timing, and fight IQ, he outboxed one of the best in Canelo. The reaction showed full respect and admiration for Crawford's performance, as he shook up the boxing world with his display against Canelo.
It's a one-sided fight. He had so much success. No. Do you want to see that fight again? No. Or do you want to see Terence fight next? Just to see both of them go home safely. What about Canelo? You still want to? Who would you like to see? Yeah, boss man. Canelo's a great champ. Yeah, all the time, boss. All the time, boss. Who would you like to see Canelo fight with?
Is Crawford the greatest of all time? Is Crawford the greatest of all time?
Yes.
After Terence Crawford's victory over Canelo, Jake Paul spoke out on X, saying, "Weight classes are there for a reason." He aimed this at those who criticized Crawford for moving up 2 divisions. Paul used Crawford's performance to show that size doesn't always dictate the outcome, highlighting how Crawford handled Canelo's power and pressure. In the process, he also took a subtle jab at critics of his own future exhibition matches, where weight differences have often been questioned.
I'm sorry, what'd you think about the weigh-in?
I missed
days up.
I missed it.
You missed it?
I missed it. I just got there.
167.5 apiece. Both guys look chiseled up on the scale, real focused. What do you think we're in for tomorrow night?
Man, I think we're in for a hell of a fight. Both are great champions. I got a lot of respect for both of them. I'm a fan of both. And, the consensus may be, well, because Terence is smaller, maybe if he gets hit with a big shot, he may just run the whole night, but that's not in Terence's blood. He's willing to go out on a shield, and that's a big reason why I respect Terence so much, on top of, all his ability and his skill, and, he's got a mean spirit too, so.
Yeah, it's going to be a massive fight. Obviously, I fought both guys. Crawford has the skill, the movement, and looks amazing in his pictures. When you look at him in training camp, he looks all ripped and strong, and he's always been that heavier guy, that stronger guy, the guy that holds on the weight well. Even though he's come from such a lighter weight, if you think about it, he's come up from, I think it's featherweight. In all his career, he started off at featherweight, and now you can see him as he's a beast at this weight, putting on that extra weight, muscle, strength. I've seen him wrestling guys when I was in camp with him for my last fight in Omaha, Nebraska. He was wrestling these heavy guys, and he was taking them out.
Shakur Stevenson also joined the post-fight conversation, praising Canelo Alvarez. In a tweet, he wrote, "Respect to Canelo. It's a lot of soft fighters in the sport who are scared to fight against other great fighters. But salute to you, champ, not being scared to put it on the line against everybody. You are a legend." Stevenson highlighted that many fighters avoid major challenges, yet he applauded Canelo's courage to face anyone, even at this point in his career. By calling him a legend, Stevenson showed respect and framed Canelo's loss as honorable.
Bud just got all the tools to beat him.
You don't think the weight difference is gonna be too big of an advantage?
I think y'all make that something, in certain fights,
Boxing makes it something, not us.
like if this was like a Benavidez, he's actually a lot bigger than Bud, so that would apply. But I feel like with Canelo, he's physically kind of big, but height wise, he's kind of small. So I don't think so now.
Corey, how you got a decision to stop this? Because Breadman and Boozy think that Bud actually might stop it.
Me and Boozy talked about that. That's crazy. Me and him got on the phone and talked about it, but I think that's possible. I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but I think it's a possibility if Canelo gets to acting out of line and not understanding that Bud can crack too. So.
Keyshawn Davis, a rising lightweight star and close training partner of Terence Crawford, celebrated Bud's historic victory over Canelo with excitement. Davis stated that Crawford proved without question he is one of the greatest of all time, shutting down critics who doubted his ability to move up in weight and face a size disadvantage. Having seen Crawford's preparation up close, Davis said the performance came as no surprise, praising his discipline, timing, and adaptability that set him apart from other fighters today.
Yes, sir.
What do you think made the difference?
The speed, really.
Yeah.
I think it was the main factor. Canelo couldn't really keep up with him. He was too fast. His feet, footwork was too good.
Do you think the scores was right on, or do you think maybe it was a little more towards Bud?
What was the scorecards?
115, 113, 116, 112.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
I feel like Bud damn near basically won every round. So
yeah.
But yeah, that's about right. You can say that.
Now with this accomplishment, Keyshawn, is he on the Mount Rushmore of
Hell
boxers?
Yeah. Yes. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
3-time undisputed. He just beat Canelo.
Yeah.
The face of boxing. So now you can say Bud is the face of boxing.
Greatest of all time, or?
Greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it can never be one great, but he definitely one of the greatest of all time, for sure.
Speaking to reporters right after the fight, Canelo Alvarez showed grace in defeat. He admitted that Terence Crawford was the better fighter that night, praising his speed, timing, and strategy. Canelo acknowledged that he tried to apply his usual pressure, but couldn't get past Crawford's sharp counters and movement. "I gave everything in the ring, but tonight wasn't my night," he said. When asked what it felt like not to be a world champion for the first time in a decade, Canelo responded with humility and determination. "I win no matter what," he said, showing that his identity as a champion goes beyond belts. He admitted the loss hurts but stressed that setbacks are part of boxing. "You need to take the loss and accept everything," he added. Even without a title, Canelo made it clear he will keep fighting, noting that while belts can be lost, spirit and legacy are far harder to take away.
He's a great fighter, and I did what I supposed to do, right? I tried for every way, and I trained really hard, and he deserved all the credit. No, I try my best tonight, and I just cannot figure out the style.
Was it something specific, the movement or his speed or power, or what? Was there something you could put your finger on that gave you the most trouble?
Everything.
Okay.
He have everything.
And just one more, Canelo, it has been, I can't even know the number of years it's been since you've been without a world title. Even after you lost to Dimitri Bivol, you still were the super middleweight champion. It's been probably 10 years or whatever since you haven't had a title. Has it sunk in yet that for the first time in all that time, you're not a world champion?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Just that it's been so many years since you have not been a world champion. And so has it sunk in yet that for the first time in forever, you're not a world champion?
No, I feel a champion, no matter what. You know, I win no matter what, and I still feel a champion. So it is what it is. You need to take the loss and accept everything. But I'm gonna continue. Do it.
In a heartfelt show of sportsmanship after their historic fight, Terence Crawford surprised fans by returning Canelo Alvarez's championship belts in the ring and embracing him in a warm hug. The gesture came shortly after Crawford became the first man to achieve undisputed status in 3 weight classes by defeating Canelo. Instead of only celebrating his own victory, Crawford showed genuine respect for the Mexican star's legacy and impact on boxing.
Please stay down in the front.
Regálanos una foto con tu equipo, con Eddie, con tu familia, Eddie, por favor. Muchas gracias.
Todos de verdad, cuando era jovencito te dijeron que no bajes la cabeza, no la bajes, mira, nunca la bajes. Hay que reconocer y hay que aceptar las cosas y la cabeza. Estando aquí ya ganamos. ¡Viva México!
What's your take? Does Terence Crawford's win over Canelo signal that Canelo should think about retirement? Share your thoughts in the comments.